you for joining us for Darryl Turner's 180 Audio, where each week Darryl injects inspiration, motivation, and pure energy into your business and personal life. Your audio will begin momentarily.
Hey, it's Darryl Turner. Welcome to Jumpstart 180 Audio. This week's Jumpstart is entitled Process Prepares for Profit. You know, we work with salespeople all over the United States. In fact, quite a bit of international work is taking place as well. And what we learn is that there are two types of people who have sales responsibilities. Now, I find it amazing as I meet people who want to tell me that they're not a salesperson, and I ask them if they believe that, and when they say yes, I say, then you are wrong. And they can't figure out at first what I might be referring to, but if you have convinced yourself that you're not a salesperson, you have made your first sale. But ultimately, those two types of salespeople are process-minded salespeople or profit-minded salespeople. Let me explain the difference, because our studies and our research and our work across the country over the last 2 decades has really divided salespeople into only one of two of these capacities. Either there are those people who understand why they are on a sales call, why they are in the marketplace, why they are getting out of the car, and that is to obtain a result. Now, I'm not talking about a result that's manipulative, and I'm not talking about a result that is getting somebody to do something they don't want to do. You see, professional selling is not pushing something on somebody that they don't want, but finding a way to help them obtain what they do want. But in the end, they still have to ask for that order. The process-minded people will follow the process. If you tell them to make a sales call, they'll make it. If you tell them to ask some interview questions, they'll ask it. If you tell them to make a phone call to update somebody on something, they will do it. But yet, those process-minded salespeople fool themselves into believing that process alone will create a result that will push them where they want to be. This is completely not true. Now, I will tell you this, process is critically important to your ability to generate a profit. In other words, without a process, you cannot replicate your sales model. You cannot replicate your sales system. Therefore, if you can't replicate it, your company could never bring another person in as a salesperson to easily be able to just blend with what is happening. You know, it's really funny because we do a lot of work in the real estate community, and we have talked to literally tens of thousands of real estate professionals over the years. And one of the questions we ask them is, why do you not use a vendor, a home warranty company, a particular title company, a mortgage company, or a loan originator? Why, after all the work that they've put in to calling on you and staying with you, why do you still not use them? And the number one answer we receive is they simply didn't ask. Now, I find that amazing because I think that if people follow that process, they are shortchanging themselves by not asking. It's like spending 4 hours to cook a Thanksgiving dinner, putting it all on the table, and sitting there looking at it, thinking the turkey is going to jump into your mouth. No, you're going to have to cut it. You're going to have to get some on your plate. You're going to have to stick your fork in it, and you're going to have to eat it yourself. All that cooking, all that preparation, all that work, all that process only prepared you to be able to eat that turkey. Hey, if you're in sales right now, think about this. Are you actually focused only on process, or are you focused also on profit? Because you must have a healthy balance between the two. Those who are focused only on profit circumvent process, and they are deemed the pushy people, the people that nobody wants to deal with. And then the people who are so overly focused only on process. Now, don't get me wrong. We help people with process because it helps prepare them for that profit. But the people who are focused only on process go through the motions and can't figure out at the end of the week why they haven't converted enough customers or made enough sales. That healthy balance between process and profit must always be present. Follow the process to position yourself to be able to earn the profit. Don't think that turkey is going to jump in your mouth. It's not. It's going to sit on that table for as long as you let it sit on that table. And all that work that you put into it to get it on that table, it's just going to sit there and stare at you with that little stump of neck sticking out there. It doesn't even have a head anymore. It's just going to look at you, and it's wondering, why won't that person eat this? When you're out making sales calls and you're working in the marketplace, realize that the process is not the end all. The process prepares you for the ability to ask for business, to close the sale, and to make that profit. You cannot be effective without both of them being present. Profit without process makes you pushy. Process without focusing on the profit or closing the sale makes you passive. They're both important. Be balanced, move forward, and consider both of these on every single sales call you make. Thanks for joining me this week on Jumpstart 180 Audio.
Thank you for listening to this week's 180 Audio. For any questions or comments, please feel free to email us at info@darrylturner.com, or you can follow Darryl on Twitter @DarrylTurner. We look forward to hearing from you soon.